And because of the heat, my screen is dimming, and I've turned everything up, but I'm gonna try to see the best I can. Make sure live chat is on. Here we go. It says it's 88, 89 degrees, and the humidity is the same, so it's just like a straight sweat box. I hope the picture looks alright because it's so dark from the heat, and I can't find a shady side to walk down. I had forgotten all about it. Dunkin' Donuts, you get a free coffee on your birthday, so I went down to Dunkin's, got myself a free coffee. I was hoping to meet up with someone special, but she's busy right now. Hopefully later. Oh, I can see trees and shade coming. I'm getting so jealous. Kind of having a bad day with my my nerves and my chronic pain. Sorry. My whole right side is absolutely killing. My yogurt and oatmeal plus protein for dinner diet's been working. Hey Isaac, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, no problem. 617-314-1112. I don't really care who has my number. Anyone can call. I'm always available. I don't think anyone's going to call to say anything bad. Oh, man. It's hot. How's the temperature where you are? I might have to take a pause when I get my mother's car because she doesn't really go for, she doesn't approve of my YouTube at work. She thinks it's a long story. I'll actually explain that after. She doesn't like anything I do. She doesn't like tattoos. My substance abuse was low willpower. And let's just say that I had to eat a huge shit sandwich to be able to live with them. Here she is now. I'm going to pause it. I'll be right back. Here, I got to just shut it off. No, hold on. I'm on live right now. I'm just shutting it off. I don't mind if as long as you don't mind you're talking. All right, shut that off. Be right back. 1 more. At this point, I think most people that do communicate are communicating out of. That might be my naiveness, but they're communicating out of positivity. That's been my experience lately. So things have just been going amazingly well, like spiritually. Like I had a meeting yesterday, and just trying to explain the way I feel and my mindset and the blessings that I've been given with, like my, I don't want to get into too many details because that tends to ruin it. But family wise, there's a lot of things that I feel like they're coming together, which I couldn't have been any happier yesterday. I mean, on my birthday, and even yesterday and today, I've had communications with someone I haven't had communications with in over 18 months. So it's unbelievable. I mean, I when I was at my darkest. Hold on, let me take these headphones off. When I was at my darkest, and I was forced to. The story's going to be when I put the production together of the memoir. It's going to be, in my opinion, as long as I capture it the right way. Oh, you're the best, Isaac. You don't even know. I'll show you. I'm going to put a big dedication to you on the thing. Plus, we need to talk. I do need to talk to you. But when I was sent to live in exile, we'll just say, whatever the circumstances were at the time, they weren't accurate, and I was forced from my home. I'm just going to keep it vague, but I had to go live by myself. And as most people who have come from past of addiction and whatnot, you're supposed to change your number and not be in contact with certain people. So imagine I'm all alone. Oh, cool. I have the weekend off too. um, so imagine I'm at my lowest possible point. Like anything that could have happened to me before where I thought like, you know, when I was, you know, angry with God or whatever and things, you know, I'm never going to get arrested. I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to have this happen. And when all those things happened, I just kept doing the same stupid thing over and over again. Like I was going to expect a different result. And what's funny is the thing that truly, like, at the time spiritually and mentally did me in was me not actually doing the wrong thing. I was trying to de-escalate a situation that got turned around, and even reading the reports, I see it that, you know, it's clear what happened was not, it shouldn't have happened. It just shouldn't have happened. So there I was living in a one bedroom. It was a large one bedroom, but it was $1,500 a month. It was cockroach infested on top of a restaurant. Absolutely gross. I tried to do the best I could with it. I had a friend, like one of the only friends I had from my time of use, but like I had known him for a good 15 years. I considered him, I want to say, a brother, because I just been there for him during a lot of stuff. His girlfriend and his mother had called me and said he got it kicked out of detox again, and no one's gonna help him. It's just bottom line. They said no one's helping him. He's done. He's on his own. So I said, well, here I have this opportunity now. I have my own place. I can bring him in. I've been through what he's going through, not to the severity of it, but I said I can help him. Stupidly, I look at it now and I just know that I was not in a place to do this. And it's taken me a long time to turn it down. Hold on. This is the cool guy. This is how it goes. If you want to be cool. Oh yeah, I can dig it. We can all dig it. The douchebag. All right. So I'm gonna smoke, and I don't like doing that on camera, but whatever. People know I smoke. I actually got the inhaler coming. My doctor prescribed me an inhaler for nicotine. I quit for 15 years before I had become a heroin addict. It's amazing when you start doing heroin that cigarettes don't seem to be as big of a deal, but now I really want to quit again. So my friend James Hughes, rest in peace, my brother. James Hughes, and I'll say his name because I really don't care if people get offended by it. I love the man, and I'm not ashamed to say it. He was a very good person. He just couldn't put the pieces together. He would make situations so that he would get kicked out of the detoxes because he didn't want to be there anymore. So I said, look, I got this place. I have plenty of room. I said, I don't have a lot of money, but he was on disability. And I said, with your money in my apartment, I said, I think we could, I didn't have any furniture. I had absolutely nothing. I had a bed that my mother bought me, and I had a TV that another friend gave me, and a small piece of furniture. Now, Christ, now they're gonna blow these fucking leaves. I can't get a break. So he stayed with me like a couple of weeks. Things were going all right, but I was stupid. I knew that if he was in detox, they would have him on barbiturates and other stuff so that to avoid having a seizure. So me, with my infinite wisdom, I said, let me buy him a couple of racks of nips, and I'll lock them up in a backpack, and I'll put them in my closet. And I'll start his day off, I knew where he was at, like what he was drinking at the time. So Medical Mike over here decided I'm a genius. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna give him 3 in the morning. I'm gonna really check. I had a blood pressure cuff and stuff. I could take his heart rate, and I would see how he's doing. And one night, about 3:30 in the morning, I heard a noise, and yet he was in my closet. rummaging through things, and this wasn't him. Like, it absolutely was not his personality type. You know, he would never steal from me. But it was the booze. He had to have it. You couldn't have convinced him otherwise. He needed it. And I said, Jim, this isn't going to work. I was like, I have some things I have to do today, and now, just because of what happened and because he got all banged up, it's like, I can't bring you with me, and I'm sure as hell not going to leave you home. I'm going to cross the street, get away from this noise. I can't bring you with me right now because of the situation, so I need you to stay local to my house and do not go to a certain area, because there was a place where he would go, and the people there were not his friends, even though they would, you know, tell him that they were his friends. They're the same people that would jump him. He would be, you know, he'd be the guy that's like passed out, but you would swear he was overdosed. That's how bad it was for him with the alcohol. I'd never seen anything like it. So I left, came back like 2 hours later, and no Jimbo. He's nowhere to be seen. He's not answering his cell phone. I don't want to get too emotional. I looked for him locally. I went, because I live near a train station, and I told him, because if he wanted a panhandle or whatever, I said, you could do the same thing here that you were going to do in Malden. I said, there's no reason to go there. So I looked for him for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's not that big of an area. I went home, and my bedroom was in the way back, and had the air conditioning on. And I had the bedroom door shut. I never heard anyone knock on the door. He didn't call me, and I later found out that he couldn't call me because he got rolled and mauled, and someone beat the crap out of him and stole everything he had, including his cell phone. Somehow, he managed to make it to my apartment on the 3rd floor, and I didn't know it, because, again, I didn't hear anything. And then I heard around 2:30, maybe 3 in the afternoon, the cop knock. Bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, uh-oh. So I go to the door. I said, can I help you? They said, yeah, there's a gentleman in the hall. Do you know him? I said, is it James? And they said, yes. And I said, all right, well, he's okay to be here. And they said, well, you should come out here. So I went outside, and there he was, laid out on the threshold with his head on my neighbor's doorstop. And they had, he was bagged, and they were giving him CPR. And then they broke out the paddles, and they got a signal back, but they feared brain damage. He went to the hospital. I spoke to the hospital. He had received blunt force trauma to the head. I don't know how he made it to my house. I don't know how he made it up 3 flights of stairs. I'm pretty sure they know who did it now. But I was not permitted to go to the hospital. I was, without a lack of better term, I was heartbroken. It was the first person I physically tried to help, and this is what happened on my watch. His mother made the decision to pull the plug, which, he wasn't coming back. I understand that. But them not allowing me to say my goodbyes was very hard for me. Sorry, people are walking by. And I also wasn't allowed to attend the memorial service. So here I am. I've already got, the weight of the world on me. I'm alone in that apartment 24 hours a day with absolutely nobody to talk to. No friends, no nothing. Can't talk to or see my kids. And it was a very, very dark, bad time. And, things happened. I did what we do. I drank and turned into a really bad situation where I had, had to go to the hospital numerous times. One time that I wasn't supposed to come back from, I technically died. Um, and it was like right at Christmas, and I just said, I can't do this anymore. Something happened. I was sick of it. I was sick of the whole routine. I was sick of, that I lost the only person I ever tried to help like that. And now I'm giving up on myself. And my parents, who never understood the whole disease of addiction, and I had estranged myself from them for many years because of that. I said, look, I need you to come and pick me up. I said, if I don't come in and move in with you, I'm probably never going to see you again, and I'm never going to see my kids again. And that's when it changed. I moved in with my parents. I live by their rules. I don't, I still smoke is the only, real negative that she doesn't like, but you can't smoke inside, so I have to always come out here. So, but I have a very routine, scheduled and, regimented life where I pray every morning. I make my videos. I do some reading. I go for a lot of walks whenever I get that feeling of, I was a big isolator, where I would hide in my room with, in a pitch black room with just the TV and nothing else, no outside contact. I didn't care, but when I came here, I stopped doing that. I started making more videos, doing them dumb shorts, just because I wanted to get my subscribers back that I lost when I took the year off. And I got back in touch with my sponsor, who I had met previously. He's one of the only people that in a meeting that ever talked real to me. He said, don't say what you think I want you to say. Don't use words just to think that people are gonna believe that's what's going on. So I learned that lesson with, not just with AA and stuff like that, with people you care about, but with my therapists and shrinks and my regular doctors. I'm an open book now. I tell them exactly every single thing. Like I have some dental issues and I'm scared to death. Well, on top of that, I'm in permanent chronic pain and I can't treat it with opiates. So that's another mindfulness thing that I try to mind fuck myself every day with, to convince myself that it's not as bad as it is. I mean, I live in probably an 8 out of 10. I know I'm off track, but the bottom line is that, as bad as it seems like it is, and in my book, realistically, that chapter should have been over. I should have died when he died, and then I wouldn't have. In my mind, I was gonna be doomed to suffering for the rest of my life, and here I am now, 7 months in. Well, however you calculate it, it's July 22nd from. December, January 1st, there around there, that I haven't done anything of that nature. No substances, no alcohol, no drugs, and just positive mindset, doing the right thing, going to meetings 5 times a week, and when I don't, I go and have coffee with my sponsor and another guy from the group, and life is good. And then out of the blue, obviously things are moving forward with my divorce and the custody stuff, but out of the blue, I've been spending a lot of time with my son. I got to see my oldest daughter recently. Working on my youngest. I miss her so much, and I just keep praying that I have to just keep doing the right thing, and if I keep doing the right thing, then the next right thing's gonna happen for me. So that's why I want you guys to always know, whoever is watching, listening, or coming back, or if you're going through anything in your life, whether it's just a difficult life situation, whether it's work, your friends, school, these steps apply to everything. They absolutely apply to everything. I was angry with God. I felt God was punishing me. I had some things go down in like grammar school and junior high. When I went to be confirmed, I had an argument with the priest. No weird kiddie stuff, just what do you call it, just religious questions that he didn't like that I asked, and he actually threatened to not allow me to be confirmed. Which I really, at the end of the day, I could go on a whole rant about that, about how I feel about organized religion, but that's a different story. He ended up letting me be confirmed, but I've always been, have a negative side towards that type of thing. So, my high power, my God isn't, God from Catholic Church as they teach him to me. It's just that there is a being, or I don't want to call him a person, because that would demean his purpose, in my opinion. But all of my decisions are based on what he wants me to do, and it's not like a conversation I have. It just comes to me. It just comes to me. I have obviously free will to make decisions where I could choose to do the wrong thing, but I now know what those consequences are, and I don't want my consequences to be repeating themselves over and over again. I've done that enough. So we're just going onward and upward. It can only get better from here, and I hope the same for all of you. It's hot. I'm going to punch out now. I don't know whoever's still here. Isaac, I love you, brother. Call me later on whenever you get a chance. Just if I don't answer when you first call because I don't know the number, just leave a message. I'll call you right back. All right? Anyone wants to leave a message, leave a comment, or any of the social medias, it's MIK35959 at Gmail. And any of them, they're all the same. Okay? I love you all. Have a great day. Bye.